Hey y'all, how's it going? Or should I say, good afternoon, everybody, or good evening. I hope everybody is doing very well during this time of COVID. This pandemic is pretty much almost getting down to a close, hopefully. And hope everybody is doing okay and everybody is taking the necessary precautions. But you know what? I thought I'd go ahead and give you a little bit of an entertainment to all my subscribers and all to the newcomers who actually are looking at my videos. I know I haven't really made a video in quite some time before. I thought I'd go ahead and continue on that trend. Possibly I don't fall out of interest with this video, with the video making and stuff of the car. Because I do want to do something a little bit more different with my content, you know. I do have like a collection at home of model vehicles that I can possibly do, but that I can save for another video. But in this video, this is actually a quick update on the 2020 Civic Hatchback. I thought I'd go ahead and show you what's been going on. I did get a few things for the car. I did do a few add-ons to the car, and plus I did a few changes to the car. First thing I'm going to show you is the key. As you can see, this is my new key cover. My other one was like a rubber silicone kind of color, kind of key fob jacket. I actually lost it, and I don't know where I don't know where it actually went. Couldn't find it and nothing like that. So I just reordered, and I actually reordered two, both for both the keys that I have. Another thing that I will show you is actually on the rear fender is the turbo decals that I've recently added on both sides. I got one here, and I also have another on the other side of the car on the left side. As you can see, when you come step inside, you can also see that I've recently just added some door sill scuff plates, and it says Civic on all four of them. You can see there's two in the front. There's also two in the back as well to protect the paint. I do plan on getting a rear bumper protector for the rear, so that doesn't get scratched, as this is a hatchback. You know, if you have a hatchback or an SUV or anything that has like a lift back, you might want to get something to protect the rear bumper. But yeah, but I will also show, before I show you that, I actually came out yesterday to a flat. So it was the first time I actually ever used the jack kit and stuff like that came with the car. The car had came out of the house. It was a flat tire. I think when I got home Friday night, I was hearing a lot of hissing sound coming from, I don't know if it was coming from, I didn't know really was coming from. Should have figured out it was my tire. But I came out, my tire was flat. It was like flat. There was like no air in it at all. It was already like almost down to the rim. So I didn't drive on it because I didn't really want to mess the sidewall up, because that would cause me have to pay out another $100 for a new tire. I do have to get a new tire for this one, as this one has a couple of little small nails on it. But I don't worry about it too much, as the tire is only giving out a little bit of a slow leak. So I don't worry about it too much. But it is what it is. But this one actually had a big leak in it, had a big hole in it. And luckily it was actually in the tread to where I can actually patch it up, plug it up, however you want to say it, and keep on moving. So I actually used the jack kit and everything. So I just pumped my tire up, plugged it and everything. I did what you would normally do. To fix a tire. But I will also tell you another an unfortunate event happened to this car. This actually happened in the front. So my car was involved with an object. My car had actually got struck with a piece of tire that was actually in the middle of the beltway, on the Capitol Beltway, near Seat Pleasant. I think, was it Seat Pleasant, Largo? It was actually exit 15th, if you know where exit 15 is, where it goes to the Six Flags and everything, the Six Flags exit, or it takes you to Largo. A piece of tire was flung up by a truck in front of me, because it was already inside. It's actually already in the road. The truck ran over it, flung it up, and struck my car real hard that it brung up a lot of error codes in the gauge cluster. But there was no damage or nothing like that. It actually, what it did, it flung up, struck my car real hard. I didn't really get a chance to stop. So when I got to work, I stopped, I parked and everything. I got out the car. I seen that the fog light bezel, the fog light trim was popped out. I also seen that the two clips that hold the bottom portion of the bumper was broke. And it's still broke. I actually have extra clips. This is actually a replacement side marker, as the side marker over here was broke. The clip actually had broke. So this is actually my replacement. I still have the other one. I don't know where I did with the broken one. But I will show you that in another video. But this fog light trim came out, and luckily none of the tires had gotten damaged or anything. That was actually good. But it was unfortunately that this actually where the radar sits. The radar sits actually right behind the fog light trim. And what it's done, since it struck it so hard, it actually misaligned the radar's position. And when a radar is actually misaligned, since it's behind the bumper and everything, it's not on the outside of the car, it's actually on the inside of the bumper. What it did, since it's misaligned, and I had to get it realigned in order for it to shut these lights off, is that it brung up a lot of error messages and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and start it up. And as you can see, it has adaptive cruise control problem. You can also see it has collision mitigation system problem and road departure mitigation system problem. So it brung up these three codes later on, but it actually only brung up one message, which was radar was obstructed. Right? It only brung up that message saying that the radar, like it was like during like the snow, like a light snow and everything like that, it would actually, the radar would actually get blocked and stuff, like a lot of snow and ice and stuff like that. That's what it would do. All you got to do is just clear it out and turn the vehicle off and turn it back on. It is back to normal. But in this case, since the radar is actually misaligned, it's actually bringing up 3 of the codes. It brought up 3 of these codes later on. It didn't bring up all 3 of them until I think later in that same week. Because I had it checked out and everything. There's no damage. It is under warranty and everything, so I pay nothing out of pocket, which is good. I do have a separate warranty with this vehicle, but I don't think that's active until it hits 100,000 miles. But other than that, it's pretty much fine. It's still drivable and everything. Oh, I did add a screen protector on here just to protect the screen from any fingerprints and scratches and stuff like that. I really don't want this to get damaged. All the technology in the freaking world. I already knew all about this stuff and everything. But, you know, sometimes you don't have that choice but to get a new vehicle. And all the new vehicles have all the latest and greatest technology and stuff like that. It's nice and all when it works, but it's also a pain in the ass when something like this brings up a lot of messages and stuff like that. I never had to deal with this stuff with the other Civic, but I had no choice but to get another car because I got tired of putting that money into that old car. It wasn't a piece of shit or anything like that, but goddamn, it was reliable, but damn it, it was just costing too much money to keep fixing every damn time. But and that's what cars do when they get to a certain age. They cost you money. But yeah, other than that, that's all it brung up was those error codes. And since the radar is actually on the list of getting realigned and everything like that, it will cut the codes off. It just has to be realigned and recalibrated, and it's good to go, really. Um, but other than that, there's no new updates on this vehicle or nothing like that. Nothing's gone wrong. I haven't had any issues with it or anything like that. I pretty much love this vehicle. I'm actually glad I purchased it. I never thought I would actually purchase a hatchback and thought I would get used to it, really, because it is kind of a little bit of a blind spot in the back, but it's pretty much good. Um, but my initial purchase wasn't this, really. It was actually a CRV that I was going to purchase, or a RAV4. But I still may purchase a RAV4, or a Subaru Forester was another one that I wanted to get. But those were actually the only three that I really wanted to get. A Forester, well, actually no, it was four. A Mazda CX-5, a CRV, a Toyota RAV4, and a Subaru Forester. Those are my four initial choices that I was willing to go for. But with cash flow like mine, it really wasn't worth it. So this was actually well worth getting. So it was actually going to be a CRV, a Forester, a RAV4, or a CX-5. But since I couldn't get either one of them, I had to go for a hatchback, since a hatchback is another choice of alternative of utilitarian usages. And I wanted something utilitarian. I didn't really want a traditional trunk. So it was the Mazda 3 hatchback, the Impreza hatchback, or the Crosstrek, or the Corolla hatchback. But the Corolla hatchback, I didn't really want to get that one anyways, because I already have a coworker that has one. I didn't really want to be another one of those. I didn't really want to be another employee that had a Corolla hatchback. And there's also a guy at work that has a Civic hatchback, but his is a 2017. I think it's his son's. Sometimes he borrows his son's car to drive to work. But yeah. But other than that, everything is okay with the vehicle. I haven't had any initial problems with it or anything like that. It's a reliable vehicle. I can't really complain. This vehicle is was pretty much the vehicle that was in my budget. It was actually the vehicle that was under what I was looking for, but I got everything that I wanted. I got everything. I mean, it has everything that most likely that I personally need, but it has more than what I personally need. But other than that, it's a great vehicle. I definitely highly recommend the vehicle. This is a vehicle I would say you should get for your child's first vehicle, if you can get one pretty decent looking used. It has low mileage on it and everything, that's not beat up. But if you have the extra cash flow, try get them a newer one, because sometimes if you get them a used vehicle, it can be a pain in the ass to try and fix. Because I've had a used vehicle in my life, and it was a pain in the ass when I had to take it to the shop every time to get something fixed on it. And I had to spend big money on it. Big money was not something I was willing to do with cars. I'd rather use that money to try to purchase a house. I was going to do that, but my initial thought was I need a job. I need to still have a car to be able to get to that job. So in order to make money to be able to purchase that. But yeah. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below the video. I will answer them as best way as possible. I'm not going to say I can know it all, baby, but I'm going to answer them the best way I know is going to work. Sometimes it may not work for you. It may work for other people. But don't quote me on certain things like that. But I will be making another video after this in the next 2 months. Starting I think I will be making one on the 1-year anniversary of this vehicle. My 1-year anniversary of owning the vehicle will be July 11th. That's when I'll go ahead and make the video. It possibly will not be on that exact day. It may be a day before, or maybe a week later, because it's actually on a Sunday. I usually don't go out on Sundays, but it's a Sunday. It's a holiday weekend, so yeah, why not? But other than that, this vehicle is pretty dang good. I highly recommend it. I will tell you my likes and dislikes about the vehicle in the next video on my 1-year anniversary. And that's pretty much it. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below the video. But also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content if you want to know a little bit more features about this vehicle, or if you want to know anything personal about me. I'm pretty much trying to turn myself into an open book right there, but but like I said, please leave them down below the video. Leave these comments down below the video. I would love to read your comments. Please don't be afraid to comment, because I don't turn my comment section off. Please comment. If you have any questions, please comment. Don't be afraid to ask a question. If you don't know, please don't be afraid. It's not stupid to ask. It's not stupid to ask questions. It's actually smart of you to ask questions. And like I said, I'll answer them the best way as possible. But yeah, boy, I like this design. I am waiting for the 2022s to come out to see what that's going to look like. But I want to go ahead and not even think about doing that. I don't think about trading my cars every 2 years or something like that. I don't ever think about it. I had my last car for 8 years, and then my first car I only had for about maybe a year and a month. And that one got totaled in an accident, and that wasn't even my fault. But yeah, this car is pretty awesome. I do thank you guys for the people who have subscribed to my channel. I do appreciate that. I do need more subscribers. I'm not trying to make it big out here, but I just want to show that I can educate. I do these videos just to educate people on certain things, what you can do. If you want to know anything, like what I should do with my channel, like do something different with my content, like one of these videos I was thinking about doing is maybe a collection video of 1/18 scale model vehicles that I have in my home. Yeah, I can make a video of that. And I actually have a model vehicle of this car particular, but not in this exact color. But yeah, this video is getting real long, so let me go ahead and end the video. Please, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Please don't forget to comment down below the video. And if you want me to do more videos about this about this particular vehicle, about any other vehicles in particular, please let me know, and I will get back, and I will actually do the best I can and make it happen, really. That's pretty much it. With that said and done, I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday weekend. I hope everybody is coping through the pandemic, and I hope everybody is actually staying safe out here. That's pretty much it. All right, guys, take care.